Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Vince Guinness Stadium for the series finale between the Bend Elks and the Corvallis Knights. Here with longtime WCL coach and Corvallis Knights assistant Ed Knaggs. Just recently wrapped up the West Coast League opening day run, 419 miles in 28 days. But you've long been an avid runner, completing 5 marathons in your lifetime. But this one was for bigger than just the running itself. It was to help raise mental health awareness for adolescents. So when you reflect back on the journey of those 28 days and over 400 miles ran, what do you think back to and the impact you were able to make along the way?
Well, we were able to raise some money. There was some impact there. You always want to raise more than you did. And, I don't know if you really know what impact it might have down the road or who saw it, or it made someone think of somebody they should have reached out to, and maybe that was in a moment that person was thinking of doing something that, was going to hurt themselves. We don't really know maybe what the impact might have been, but, I gave it a shot. I wanted to do something. I've never been able to just write a big check to an organization, the 2 organizations that I feel strongly about. So this was my effort of trying to do something more than just writing what small check I could give, and to maybe hopefully have a little bit of an impact and help those organizations do what the work that they do that's so important.
And going beyond just your own financial contributions, you said when you turned 60 back in 2018 that you wanted to make a difference in this decade of your life. And through the run, you were able to raise over $30,000 combined for Trillium Family Services in only 7 seconds. So to see that impact of over $30,000 raised for those 2 organizations, what is it like to see the support for that cause?
Well, it's neat. There was a lot of support, obviously, leaving Wenatchee to start, and both organizations, the Apple Sox and the Corvallis Knights, were really great, and they were the organizations that made it possible for us to put this thing on. That, as far as the money, kind of the sponsor money, just to basically rent an RV and pay for gas and things like that to make it happen. So thankful to those organizations getting behind it from the very, very beginning over a year and a half ago. But along the way, we heard a lot of nice things. People seem to enjoy it, and obviously it's a topic that everyone really feels strongly about. I think it affects us all, either individually or in our families, and certainly our children. It affects us all, and I think so hoping to raise more awareness and keep the conversations going, because there's just such a stigma around mental health, and I like to call it brain health. So because mental health is health, and just hopefully to do a little bit.
What was that feeling like when you ultimately crossed the finish line at Trillium Family Services, being surrounded by all those people to welcome you home?
Well, it was neat. 3 of the students there at Trillium beat me, so that bothered me a little bit. It was neat. The Corvallis Knights were there, the staff, and a lot of the students at Trillium. It was kind of emotional because I hadn't been on campus there since my son Corey was there, which is one of the big reasons for the whole why in this. So that was kind of emotional to be there on campus and see those kids that reminded me so much of him when he was there, and to be able to talk to him and just say hi and just talk a little bit to him, let him know that the whole thing is, we care about you. There's a lot of people out there that care, and they're doing things to help them get better and do well as they move on. So it was neat finishing there. A couple of the doctors ran the last mile and a half with me, so that was fun. But great way to finish, and felt good.
Your son Corey, as you mentioned, went through that difficult time of depression during his sophomore year of high school, but then ultimately went to Trillium, got the help he needed, and is now married. To see that organization have that impact on your son's life, to save his life, how grateful are you from just a father's perspective to see that?
Well, that was one of the huge reasons. I wanted to do something to say thank you to them and to help them continue to do their work. And Corey struggled for many years, and Trillium came at a great time. It certainly doesn't make everything go away for him. He still has bouts of that he struggles through, but he knows that he got the skills and some of the ability that he learned there. That he wasn't alone in this battle. He mattered. That his story mattered, and and I think that's the important thing for all again, adolescents, anybody, but we're really kind of zeroing here on the young kids who aren't mature enough maybe to understand and to know that. So, and we were able to go to the Trillium's signature event last Friday in Portland, where they raised over $350,000, and it was just amazing to see the support that people have for Trillium. That was a pretty special night.
You just mentioned about how we all matter. On the front page of the website, it says, help create a world where we all can thrive. How do you think we can all help each other thrive a bit more and make every day feel like opening day?
Right, that's the name of the run, opening day run. I have that baseball theme, but an opening day it's about hope, right? If you're talking about opening day in baseball, you're talking about, hey, my team, it's opening day. We're in first place, and this is going to be our year, no matter who you are. So there's that hope, and so I think if we all could have that feeling of more of hope every day, and that was kind of the parallel there with baseball and opening day for it. I think for all of us, it's about connection. We need that, and especially our young people in this day and age. There's a lot of loneliness going on, but if we can just stay better connected with ourselves and with those around us, those circles of our lives, and certainly for all of us, we need to reach out to those people, and it doesn't take long just to say, hey, how you doing? Check in. I knew you were struggling with this. How you doing? Or just thinking about you. Or I think the littlest thing is just smiling at that stranger as you're walking by them on the street, or coming up, holding the door and smiling at someone as they come out of the supermarket or something. But there's a lot of little things that we can all do. It's not about always giving money and things like that, but there's a lot that we can do to help.
Coach Knaggs, thanks so much for the time. Keep thriving and helping others thrive too.
Thank you.
Elks will be taking on the Corvallis Knights tonight at 6:35.